When I was a beginning pediatrician, I concentrated on when a child could sit and crawl and other motor skills, but I never asked about speech. Today, all pediatricians know that one of the key developmental milestones and one of the most important things to integrate a child into the school and the community is the ability to communicate. For most children, acquiring speech and language is a natural process. However, many children have difficulty acquiring these speech and language skills for a variety of reasons. The impact of speech and language problems can be lifelong and restrict the ability of a child to meet their full potential. Children's relationships with their family can be difficult if they do not have a way to communicate. This can lead to enormous amounts of frustration and behavior problems. These children can also be ridiculed and bullied by their peers.
So his older siblings were being mean to him, but Jake couldn't stand up for himself. He couldn't say, he couldn't talk to us. It was hard, it was frustrating. He would cry a lot, couldn't express himself.
He would talk a lot, but it didn't make any sense, or he would so he kind of made up his own language, and I didn't understand it.
She would have a story to tell me, and she would come and she would pantomime the entire story, and she would, to say that she wanted something, it was
The Scottish Rite Masons nationally have a strong commitment to the support of children with speech and language disorders, regardless of race, creed, or ability to pay. Chuck Cederstrom is leading the regional effort of the Scottish Rite Masons.
To help meet the needs of children with speech and language problems, the Scottish Rite Masons have established and funded 170 RiteCare clinics across the nation. The clinics in Nebraska have been operating since 1977, with investments totaling more than $15 million. The mission of the Nebraska Scottish Rite Masons RiteCare program is to provide a resource to Nebraska communities where speech and language services can be received. Clinics are located in Hastings, Lincoln, and Omaha, and are designed to meet the needs of each of these communities. The speech and language services provided for Nebraska children continues to grow. It's the goal of the Nebraska Scottish Rite Masons to continue to support and develop a world-class program for children with speech and language problems. Early intervention is a good investment. It is estimated that for each dollar spent on a young child, it may result in savings of $3 to $7 for special education or behavioral management later on. The Nebraska Scottish Rite Masons have an opportunity to change the destiny of a child, all through their RiteCare clinics.
And I am so grateful that people are willing to help other people in these situations like us. That just out of the goodness of their heart, they want these kids to succeed too.
It's been just a blessing to us because he has just flourished.
She is saying her ABCs, 1, 2, 3s. She sings songs. She's able to pray with us every day. And she's able to at least tell me what she's thinking and feeling. And that is huge. We have a different daughter.
It's giving him a chance at a great life.
The RiteCare programs provide specialized service to children with severe speech and language disorders requiring extensive therapy. The majority of children served are preschool age. This is a very critical age for development, and early intervention can prevent a disorder from becoming a lifelong handicap. This early intervention can also help to curtail secondary problems related to language delays, such as behavioral, emotional, and learning problems. In addition to individual speech and language assessment and treatment, unique RiteCare programs include summer reading groups, feeding and swallowing assessments, and augmentative and alternative communication services for children who are not able to talk and need a picture board or a computer to communicate. This provides the child who could not speak a chance to fully and meaningfully participate in class and communicate with their parents at home.
I've seen them do amazing things with children that haven't had the ability to speak, coming up with adaptive devices so they can communicate.
Gave him quite a jump start with his communication. He learned early on that even though sometimes he couldn't verbally get things out, there were alternate means to communicate, and I think it alleviated any kind of frustration he had. And he still, to this day, uses alternate methods to communicate with, even though he's quite verbal.
parents receiving training continually on how to help their child at home as they watch their child in every session, either from behind a two-way mirror or joining in the session with their child. The support from the Scottish Rite Masons has provided thousands of children and families in Nebraska with opportunities to receive help they would not have been able to receive without this generosity. Donations have resulted in allowing a child who was unable to form words at age 3 to call his family members by name, tell parents a story about his day, say I love you to his parents, and enter kindergarten talking as well as his peers. The contributions have impacted lives of many children who are tomorrow's citizens of Nebraska and the hope of the world.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. It has made a huge difference in my son's life.
Words can't describe how grateful I am. I am just beyond grateful because it literally, it just couldn't be done. There's no way that we could go here and get these fantastic services if we're paying them out of our own pockets.
I know that they are the reason that my daughter is where she is now because of their funding and allowing her to come here. My daughter is now, there isn't a word she can't say.
Thank you a lot. If they didn't do anything to help me, I might not be able to talk as much as I am now.
I would like to thank them from the bottom of my heart because I have a daughter who can tell me she loves me.